How's it going, everybody? Dylan here, back with another episode of the Bobo Buzz podcast. Finally.
I feel like we should be like our first episode of the Bobo Buzz podcast. Man, it's been a minute.
First one of 2025.
How sad is that? It's almost July.
And it's almost July. There's been a lot going on, though.
Yeah, we've had a lot going on, but we're back, and I'm so excited. I've been wanting to come back for a while, but, it's kind of just one of those things out of sight, out of mind.
Yep, and we got a special guest with us.
You're probably going to hear her. It's Charlie's first podcast, and she has found her voice. So
she's going to let you guys hear about it, too.
Y'all be ready. I'm sure she'll be talking because she keeps looking at us like, what are y'all wearing? What are y'all doing? Yeah, she said, what is that? We'll be distracted, and you guys will be just listening to us talk to Charlie all night.
Yep, you're going to be like, bring the video podcast. Bring the video so we can see what's going on.
Yeah, I know, because nobody wants to see us. Now they just want to see Charlie.
Yep.
I think that's how it always goes. I mean, I never really thought about it until we had a baby, but now it's like you're just invisible. You're just the car seat carrier.
Yeah.
Literally,
as I say all the time, I'm just the mule. Yeah, I just pack the bag and...
Dylan's our driver and our bagpacker.
Yeah, the car seat comes in, but then I just hold the empty car seat most of the time.
And you change the dirty diapers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have lots of important roles, Dad.
I know. Yeah. Embracing the dad life.
And you are fantastic at it. Yeah, I feel like we've been on the world's longest maternity leave, but that's okay. So,
rightfully so, though. I think that there's been a lot of things going on.
Yes. I was looking back, and I think our last podcast was in November. So
it was a month out because I titled it
1 month till
however many minutes are in a month.
Oh,
like
that's right.
43,900 minutes, or whatever it is.
So literally our last podcast would have been in November. So quite a bit's happened since then. We got lots of things to cover and lots of things to talk about and so much to catch up with you guys on. But I think we're going to take the biggest experiences and divide them up into some different episodes. And that way we can get a little more in depth because, y'all, we get so many questions just about the adoption process, how things work, her birth parents, all of that. Now that everything is closed and she's officially ours, actually this month, she is 100% a Bobo.
Yep. There's no going back now.
No going back now. So that was a huge weight off of our shoulders.
She's stuck with that last name now. Everybody asking her, that's not your real name. That's not actually your name.
How do you pronounce that?
Yeah.
So our last name is literally spelled B-O-B-O, and Dylan says at work that people ask him constantly, how do you pronounce that?
I just ask her right back. I'm like, how do you pronounce it? How would you pronounce it if I was not here?
I used to work for a Dr. Cook, but it was spelled K-O-C-H, and everybody that come in the office would be like, how do I pronounce that? What do I say? And when we would tell them Cook, they'd be like, they just make that up. That's not really the way it's pronounced. Yeah, I always think about that whenever you tell me how people ask you at work all the time how to pronounce your name. Of course, on your tag, it just says D Bobo. So if they're not paying attention, maybe they think the D goes along with your last name. Oh.
Yeah. There's a dot.
And we know that because I made the tags.
Yeah, exactly.
We know they're right. Well, I feel like I just am like literally seeing you for the day. So I've been at work all day.
Charlie and I have been at the house.
Yeah. Dad and daughter day, which is always a good day for them.
Yes.
I always love when they get that day together.
Yep.
Charlie's grabbing the microphone. So our new schedule works out perfect. I'm off Mondays and Tuesdays. Dylan's off Wednesdays and Thursdays, and Charlie goes to work on Fridays.
Yep.
So we couldn't really ask for a better schedule right now.
It works out perfect for us. So.
And of course, I'm blessed enough to have the store. So if Dylan has errands to run or anything like that, Charlie's at the store then too. And there is never, ever, ever lacking of a babysitter. I can tell you that.
No.
If I ever post like on my story for the store or something that she's with me, or we go live and she'll get in the camera or whatever, it literally is like the best advertisement because people come flooding in wanting to hold Charlie, wanting to see Charlie. So she loves to hang out with Mom at work.
We can kind of segue into one of our biggest things, I think, for this episode is just thanking everybody.
Yes.
For all the prayers and just everything over the last 6 months. We've just been taken back by the amount of support and the amount of love that you guys have shown Charlie and and us as well, and just our family, and we're so thankful for it. And there's no way we can repay that ever. We're just so thankful.
I told Dylan when we started, I hope I didn't cry when we talked about it, but y'all, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, you guys have been. I can't even put into words how amazing that y'all have been. Y'all have literally carried us when neither of us could walk. And you have lifted us up. You have prayed for us. You have checked on us.
Time and time again, and we're so thankful. That's all I can say about it. And of course you guys can't see it now. We'll eventually get video on this sometime when we have an extra 30 minutes in a day sometime. But just seeing Charlie now, and I mean, she's like flourishing now and doing so great. As you can hear, she's smacking that microphone. But it's just been in God's hands, and we're just so thankful, and you guys being along for the journey, and just thank you. I don't know.
There's really no other words that we can say, but
as you can hear, she's doing great.
She's literally leaning into the microphone to talk. She's telling y'all thank you too. But yeah, so I guess I want to do a full episode over her diagnosis. But for those of you who are new with us, Charlie was born on December the 9th, and it was a long journey. The adoption process for us was not a long journey. I can't say that it was, because our adoption process was absolutely amazing. It was quick. We were matched within 24 hours of submitting our book.
Yeah, if that.
I mean,
we literally threw the book together, and she surprised me at work. I never would have thought that it would happen that quick.
Yeah, we submitted our book and we matched the next morning.
Yep.
With Charlie's birth mom. But the road to get to the adoption has been a long one. The road since the adoption for us personally has been a long one. It's been a hard one, but we're making it. We've got Charlie, and we had no idea. But when she was born, she was diagnosed with trisomy 21, which is Down syndrome. And it rocked our world. I have to say that it was completely unexpected, but I think that Dylan especially has handled it with the most grace, the most compassion, and the most love. He never blinked an eye. I was fortunate enough to go into delivery with birth mom. She ended up having to have a cesarean. And when we were back there for delivery, the nurse practitioner that was with us noticed some markers, and he pointed them out to me in the delivery room. So that was the first thing I had to tell Dylan when I come out, was what was going on there. And he never even acted shocked, never acted upset. He just said, she's perfect. And he's right, she is. And that's what I told the guy in delivery. When he was pointing it out, he was talking about her being adopted and us going through the process and not knowing. And I told him, I said, it don't matter. She's perfect. And y'all, she is absolutely perfect.
She is 100%.
She is the spunkiest, sweetest, cutest thing you will ever meet in your life. So full of love. And we're just on the ride. So we're just going to see how it goes. And we are doing everything we can to help make Charlie the best Charlie she can be. And she is literally, like Dylan said, just flourishing. So if you can't tell, we still have Stitch also. I think Dylan's about to have a stroke because he's wanting to play. But yeah, we still have the dog. He has been the best big brother. He has taken to Charlie. We didn't think he would. So let's see. When was it we had to take him and get him on anxiety medication? Was that right before she was born?
We kind of predid that.
We maybe put him out on his leash. See how that goes. I don't know. He's wanting y'all to hear him. But we took him and got him put on anxiety medication before she came, just because we knew we were going to be gone for a while. We didn't know how long we would be in Arkansas, but we knew we would be gone. So we had him put on some medication, and he has done fantastic. He has done amazing with Charlie. He absolutely adores her. If you watch our reels, you know he is always right on top of her. Absolutely, absolutely loves her. Y'all know we don't edit this. You know we keep it all just completely real life. So You're going to hear stuff in the background. You're going to hear the dog barking. It's just us.
It's us, and we're going to keep it us.
Total chaos, but that's our life.
The Bobo Buzz, emphasis on the buzz. Just noises. And...
We should call it the Bobo Bark.
No.
But anyway, so just, back to what Dylan started. We want to say thank you and just keep the prayers coming. We still have a long road ahead of us, but over the past, what do you think, about 6 weeks?
Yes.
Charlie has just took a total turnaround. She's doing amazing.
We hit that 5-month mark, and she like focuses so much better on you. She's starting to smile and really doing well in her therapy and everything like that. It's pretty amazing to see. And we try to post, videos and pictures and all that kind of stuff on the Facebook page. So if you're not following us on that, make sure to go follow along there. We try to, even when we're not doing this necessarily, we kind of keep you guys in the loop on that.
That's my favorite part of everything is the social media part.
Yes.
So that's always fun to keep everybody updated with. We, for, about 3 months, I think we had doctor's appointments literally every day.
Yes.
And those have become very few and far between. So that is getting better. Less trips to Louisville, less trips to Nashville. So we're not keeping the road quite as hot. Poor girl has been a traveler since she got here.
Yes, she's not a stranger to that by any means.
Good car rider, thank God.
For doctor's appointments and
just fun.
Just fun.
Just fun.
So we've tried to switch that up a little bit. Fun for just me, fun for just her and Stacey and
we've took her literally, of course, she was born in Arkansas, so at 2 weeks old she had to travel home from Arkansas, which was about a 9-hour drive.
Yep.
I think it took us about 12 hours to get home with her because we had to stop and feed and things like that quite a bit.
But she does great in the car.
She made it amazing. Right after that, she was 7 weeks old? No, because we came home at 2 weeks. So she was about 9 weeks?
When she went to Green Bay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We headed off to Wisconsin. We spent a couple days in Green Bay. Dylan collects all kinds of Packers memorabilia. I know we've talked about this. I've given him a hard time about it. He had bought some things, and we had to, quote unquote, run up there and grab them.
Yeah. Guys, that's how you phrase it when you want to make a short trip. You're like, let's just run up there. It's only 9 hours. Just run up there. And,
only a 9-hour trip with a newborn. We'll just run on up there and grab them.
It was fun, though.
It was a blast, I have to say. So I've been twice now. Once for a game, and then once when we just went to pick up your stuff, and there was no games going on at that time. But both times I've had a wonderful time. I've really, really enjoyed it, way more than I thought I would. So those have all been good trips. But Charlie handled it like a pro. They have what's the wall called? The Lambo Leap?
Yeah.
So they have the wall out front of the pro shop, and you can do the Lambo Leap on it. And we really wanted to get a family picture doing that with her, but it was literally snowing so hard while we was there that we could not get her out of her car seat. It was like negative degrees. I don't even remember, but it was so cold.
It's very cold.
So I had took like a blanket and a little football and her cheese head, and I was going to do the super cute pose of her laying on the wall, and that didn't happen. We had to literally fling her car seat up there, stand there, smile, and run because it was so cold out. But we still got our picture.
Literally 8 weeks old.
But we still got our picture, and it was a great trip. She's been to St. Louis already.
Yes.
So we took her to St. Louis, spent a couple days. I guess I should you go ahead and tell about the hotel room debacle with that. That'll be a good little catch up too.
The St. Louis one. Oh, that one. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to St. Louis. Where we go?
To go to the casino.
Okay, yeah, we're going to stay at the casino and everything. So we're going along our way. We get, I don't know, within an hour.
Well, first we had to stop in Paducah or I had to go to the CPA, and then we had to stop in Paducah. Then we had to stop in Metropolis and feed her.
Yeah, when we finally got gone.
It was like about 3 hours to get out of Paducah, basically.
And we get about an hour outside of St. Louis, and we're like, you know what?
We got stuck in traffic.
We got stuck in traffic. Yeah, we got stuck in traffic, and we're sitting there, and we're like, you know what? We'll call the hotel and be like, hey, we're going to be late. We're going to be there. We'll get checked in, everything like that. So good to go. So Stacey calls the hotel that we're quote unquote staying at, and they're like, Miss Bobo, I can't find your reservation. Are you sure that you booked here? She's like, yep, 100%. I know for a fact. That is where we were staying. I got it. Booked it months ago. We're good. So, after further examination, she was able to look up other hotels.
Because I had the confirmation number, thank God.
We had the confirmation number. Well, she goes, oh, yep, you're right, Miss Bobo. I do see a reservation for a hotel in Louisiana.
Y'all, this is the point I melted into my seat.
We're in Missouri, and yeah, you got one in Louisiana. I'm like, yeah, well, we're not going to make it there. So she goes, well, we're booked up here, so I don't know what to tell you. So we ended up going to a different casino in St. Louis. We were able to find a room, but it completely kind of changed the plans or whatever. But yeah, Louisiana is where we were scheduled to go to for our hotel visit.
In my defense, I booked it online on their app, and I don't know what happened. I don't even have a defense. I don't even have any kind of
I was waiting to hear that defense on what.
Yeah, I have no excuse. But
It's
I was able to get it lined out and move.
It all worked out.
Move
It's all right.
hotels.
Yeah.
And we still got a room, but y'all, I was panicking, like tears almost flowing. I thought I was gonna die. Like there was no other hotel rooms in St. Louis, but you just have a plan and
That's it. Yeah. Tanya, Stacey's mom, and I were just sitting there like, hey,
yeah, they was like, it's no big deal.
we'll just go to another hotel and just go to the casino during the day or something.
I was freaking out, but it all worked out. But yeah,
We thought it was hilarious.
that's one I'm probably never going to live down. I don't know that I'm going to be allowed to book many more rooms, but
It'd be all right.
I'm not going to lose that job yet.
No.
I'm a big hotels.com girl, so I always book on that app. But when we stay at the casino, I always book on the casino app because we can get a discount or free rooms with that. So that was how all that went down. Yeah. We took Charlie with us. She was a champ. Me and Dylan and her ran around during the day, kind of explored St. Louis a little bit, did some shopping. Mm-hmm. Went to the supply house to get some stuff. Luckily, the supply house for the store, where I get all of my paper products, bags, tissue paper, all that kind of stuff is, just like a stone throw away from the casino. About a 15-minute drive, maybe.
A stone throw.
A stone's throw.
A stone throw.
I think that's a saying.
Oh, it's a saying. Yeah, I think so.
And anyways, so we went and did that during the day, and then Dylan hung out with Charlie at night, and I got to go down and play a little cards with my mom, so that was fun. That was a good trip. Heading to Tunica in a couple weeks. Taking our babysitter Dylan with us again.
Yep. Hey, do you want to go to Tunica and not do anything? Hey, I'll happily watch Charlie.
He's not a gambler. He doesn't enjoy it, so who better to watch her, right?
Yeah. I go, well, I'll just keep her here. No.
No, that is not what I said.
That's pretty much what you said.
I said, okay, I think I might be okay with that. And then you go, I'll just take off work and I'll keep her here. And so if you're going to take off work, y'all need to just go with us.
Before that, what did I say?
I don't remember.
My mom could watch her.
And I said that too. I said, your mom can come over and watch her. And you said, no, I'll just take off work. Now we're going to fight on the podcast.
No, I'm just telling you, she's putting on for you guys, though. That's not how that went down at all.
No. But I'm not going to lie. I'm really not ready to leave her. I thought I would be, but I'm not. So she is staring a hole through you. Like, what are y'all doing? But anyways, back to just the whole catch up. As far as other than Charlie, and not a lot else has happened. I mean,
works great.
Yeah, we're both still at the same place, still poking out in Paisley, and Dylan's still working at Calvert. So Everything on that end is completely the same. I think, I don't know, house is pretty much done. We're getting a fence.
Yeah,
I'm trying to touch base with all the things we had talked about.
Yep, we're gonna stain our deck soon, and the back porch and everything like that. We're gonna do all that and do some more, just smaller house things, but nothing like construction-wise.
All major
really.
things are complete and finished, and it is glorious.
Yeah, we love it.
We went today to get our taxes, so our accountant took advantage of the extension, and we just today got to finish our stuff with our taxes. And he was talking about where we had sold our house a couple of years ago, and he was saying how people who truly made money on homes like to move every, I think he said 3 to 4 years. And I was sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, there is no way I could move every 3 to 4 years. Much less flip one every 3 to 4 years.
I don't ever want to move again.
I know, I'm good. I'm like, just bury me here on the hill. I'm not going anywhere else. So, anyway.
That was Charlie's head that just hit the microphone.
I just knocked her in the head with a microphone. It's these big bows I've got in her hair, y'all. So, schedule-wise, what are we thinking here, babe? Get back on track. What was we doing before? Every 2 weeks?
Yeah, we were doing every 2 weeks before.
We're going to shoot for that.
We'll try. We'll see what happens. Regardless, but if we do a month, if we do it like once a month, we'll make them longer.
Okay.
So like we'll do like hour episodes or something like that.
Instead of half hour.
Instead of half hour.
Okay.
That's kind of how we'll plan it from now on. If we do like the one every 2 weeks, we'll do like a half hour. And if we do a month, we'll make it like an hour.
Okay.
So we can kind of really catch up on things.
I'm really excited to be back. We've been putting it off. Like literally every week we say we need to record and then something happens or we're going or of course there for February, March, April, the beginning of May was just a blur. There was no recording podcast.
There were so many appointments and everything.
Literally an appointment every day.
Yeah.
So that was kind of out. But I'm proud to be back. I always tell Dylan this feels like a little date night. It gives us a chance to sit down and kind of talk and
Yep, and she literally just walked in the door, so I hadn't even seen her today.
I know, like that's what I told him. I was like, if I sit down, we're not going to record this tonight, so let's get it done now. Which I'm proud we did because this is fun. I love it. I remember how much I loved it now.
Yeah.
So, all right, so we're back. The Bobo Buzz is back.
Yep.
Officially
back.
Okay.
We're officially back in the saddle.
Guys, on Facebook, you can comment on this episode when it drops. Let us know what you want us to talk about first. I don't know if we should like backtrack all the way to hospital and delivery and work our way up from there.
I think we should, but definitely let us know what you think, and then also let us know about the episodes.
Yeah.
If you'd rather see more often, less time or content, or less often, more content.
Of course, we'll have to throw in some current events while we're backtracking too, but I think that's one of the things most people are really interested in is probably her birth and getting her home and our adoption process and all that.
Yes. And if you have any questions,
yeah,
leave them down there and we'll talk about them in the next one.
We are an open book.
Yep.
I tell everybody, and if we can help one person, we are more than happy to talk about it.
100%. So you guys just ask away and we will answer what we can.
We were lucky to have a really, really good positive experience. So it's always fun to talk about.
Absolutely.
So. All right. So. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up for tonight. We just wanted to hop on, say hi, let y'all know where we was at, catch back up with y'all, and
and that we didn't forget about it. We're trying.
Now I feel like I have to end every podcast telling you guys how much I love y'all because
we do love you guys and we appreciate
y'all
everything.
have been amazing, and
Charlie appreciates it too.
Yes, Charlie says hi everybody. She's just grinning. So we'll be posting some pictures. We'll be back on in a couple weeks.
Yep.
Till then,
like, subscribe, all that good stuff wherever you're watching it from. Until next time.
Stay in touch with us, guys.
Yep. Catch you in the next one.
We'll see you soon. Bye.